So one of the things I've seen Nike do is like kind of like make like curated shopping experiences for people,
or a point system
where they'll like there's a point system as well, but like they'll collect a group of products and say, here's a collection shop just for you kind of thing, and it's like a vibe of all right, cool, like these are actually products like I would buy, and you're almost like forced into sitting on the website and actually looking at the products they're offering you, and that might cause somebody to make a purchase on an average day, something they're used to seeing that like, oh, actually, you know what, I like that, that's cool.
but then again,
I also do get the sentiment that you're saying, and I think I'm kind of glad Nike's being transparent in terms of this percentage of what's going on, because I would also be intrigued to see other brands.
Yeah,
and how much stock they're making in comparison to how much stock is on sale. Because remember, we made the point of like New Balance seeing a lot of them in sale as well towards like Christmas time, and even now, like still New Balance is there. Salomon, same thing. Clark, same thing.
it's just it's the whole market, but because there's Nike,
but we
more,
have Nike's figures.
It's more scoped in.
Exactly.
And there's more Nike sneakers. Well, this is I'll be happy to see EU data, but there's more in America. There's more Nikes sold at a discount in comparison
and subsidiaries for sure. Yeah.
In comparison to Hoka, Adidas, On Running, and even Puma shoes. So it's like
because they make less as well.
Yeah, I feel like if you're bringing up like Hoka and On, like they make considerably less shoes than Nike would.
Nike probably make the most shoes.
There's no one else that probably
head and shoulders above everybody. Yeah, facts.
Honestly, I feel like the only people that could kind of compete are like Converse, but even still, that's
Converse is Nike subsidiary.
Exactly.
So it comes on the same numbers. I'd assume, because I feel like when you look at Nike in this context, you probably do Nike, Converse, and Jumpman. And if you do that, then 44% makes a lot of sense.
Because that is 44% of the market in the first place.
Literally.
Yeah, I hear it.
Footwear industry analyst Matt Powell said Nike have been stuffing the market in terms of their top sellers, like the retro lifestyle sneakers and iterations of its Jordan brand, releasing too many styles to retailers despite signs that shoppers have grown weary of Nike shoes. Nike Dunk Low retros have also sunken in price in the whole resale market. So it's like,
I've been waiting for that, bruv. They
kept time to buy the dip.
Yeah, real.
I think it's kind of, we spoke about this a couple years back, where we were saying that Nike are going to look for ways to kind of get a chunk out of the resale market in whichever ways make sense. If a shoe's online, this is for $350, yeah, and they're like, that's weird, we don't get to sell our shoes for that high. So, all right, cool, we'll sell it again. Price comes down.
Yeah, I can't lie.
We'll sell it again. Yeah, price comes down. So it's near the retail, and it's like,
yeah, you can have it.
Balance restored. You know what I mean?
Like, Nike were like, instead of let's think of a way to make more, let's just think of a way to make them less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so they're taking away the hype.
There's flipping plums and stuff is coming out.
They're taking away the hype from some of the products.
Flipping Syracuse. stuff.
They're taking the hype away from some of the products.
Re-release the Travis Dunk. Yeah, why not?
Oh, that would be good actually. And the Ben & Jerry's while you're at it.
In fact, just as you have re-released the J Balvin's and the Union Air Jordan ones.
And the Union Air Jordan 4s, please.
Re-release the
Yeah, make us talk haze worldwide.
Even the Off Noir. Please, Off Noir, please. Size 12s only. But
I think.
In fact, sorry, one more. Let's have Virgil Day re-release the Air Jordan.
Just give it all. just go. But take them. Slap it all.
500k of every shoe,
every
hype re-release.
500. You get off-white.
And let's see who really has the hype. Sorry, Michael. Go on.
But like, you're not wrong though, because like, it's like a thing of, if they take away the hype and they make their money back that they feel that they're losing, because a lot of brands felt like they were losing money to the resale market.
Like, which technically they weren't.
They weren't, but they were, because it's like, if you make a shoe, yeah, and you sell it for 120,
yeah,
and you see on the StockX market, because numbers are quite transparent, that 100 people sold their shoes that you sold for 120 for 290, you're missing out on a profit margin of 170.
But it's not necessarily that this is the thing though, like,
Because you bought your money. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly. So you're not losing anything because you're not making a loss. You could have made more, 100%, but you didn't necessarily lose anything.
But also Nike obviously we've seen that Nike have increased the top of their price range for certain shoes.
2 bills for 4.
And
Jesus
some of those shoes still sell out comfy. So where you have like 44% of shoes on sale, that doesn't mean the profit stops rolling in. It just means there's 44% of shoes on sale. But they're selling the £170 Jordan 4s now for 200. So they can afford that. Oh, it's on sale. I'm getting a bargain. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're not. It's just that they've increased the price to cushion the...
Yeah.
And they've manipulated the market in a sense where their top lines are selling for higher and people are still buying it. And the bottom lines are similar price, so people are still getting a discount in effect. But they're making their money back elsewhere. It's just market segmentation.
So essentially, anyone who's buying an Air Jordan 4 is subsidizing someone else getting a whatever runner they
If you want
want.
to put it that way, yeah.
Basically.
All right.
Buy an Air Jordan 4. That's your good deed to the world.
But yeah, I think it's interesting the way people react to seeing these figures, and sometimes the lack of thought that goes into the responses. People are like, "Oh yeah, Nike's fallen off." Did you even sit down and think about that? Like, you read the first headline, and you thought
The thing is,
yes,
Nike can never flop. Because my God doesn't wear flip flop. I'm joking, but Nike can actually never flop.
Like you see certain brands, yeah, they have the code, bro. Like Nike have been having the code on tap.
I've always described them as Man City. Like, I'm sorry to bring this to football, but like a team, you know when they're on top and they're so far ahead for so long.
Jordan 4 is Benzema.
So that even when you think to yourself,
no. You just remind me of something crazy.
Go on.
Go. No.
Oh no! Even when you think to yourself, you have an H.
Last minute tap in, Rodri. 90th minute +5. Header. Close out. After fouling one of your players earlier in the game. Should have got a red, but he didn't.
Like, they are always going to be on top. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing. Do you feel like discounting the Nike shoes could negatively influence consumers and jump their status among other brands? In terms of like,
Never.
People can look at Nike as a discount brand.
No. Because so I think to be a discount brand, it depends where you're being sold on sale.
Yeah.
Like, if you see bare Nikes in Sports Direct that you would normally see in like a Size or Offspring, then you can have that kind of discussion. If you see Nikes in a Deichmann and you see more than 5 silhouettes, you can complain a little bit.
But then again, they have their lower thingy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's
that's what I'm saying. If you see stuff that shouldn't be there.
What you're saying is if you see hype releases in like for example, if you see
lower
4s,
tiers.
if you see 4s in Sports Direct, it's a question mark.
You're saying, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the shoes. I'm seeing like the Nike courts in Sports Direct. They've always been there.
They're a staple.
They've always been there. Like, and I'm seeing like shoes on sale, for example, at in stores, and it's like, I don't know, like Jordan 1, but it's like £10 off. It's not even anything crazy. Or it's like a Vomero 5 that's dropped like a couple months back, last pair in the store, and it's on sale. But when people read his initial statements, all they see is Nike is on sale. They are going into the mud. This is the win we wanted for the streets. And it's like, you just wanted to say something, innit? You just wanted to be mad, and you wanted to feel like you got something right. And that's not necessarily the case. Because use your noggin. When is a sale ever really a sale? Black Friday, they'll increase the price 10% the week before. And so on Black Friday, you feel like you're getting a saving.
I've said it, price amendment.
Literally, you're paying the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
You might save 1p. They might do 98.
Yeah, that's funny. You're going to say something, yeah.
So, this is so off topic, yeah, but you man talk about football just remind me. I found my PS Vita.
Oh, wow.
From way ago. And today, I got a charger from Amazon. It arrived today. I charged it. Guess what game I had in it?
FIFA 17.
13.
13?
FIFA 13. I loaded it up all my days. Classic 11.
Yeah.
Steady.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's why you retweet. I saw that you retweeted my tweet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't wait to play it.
I know the music was nostalgic. But I was listening, it's like,
Bro.
wait. I just got to play it right now so I can play this on the plane.
Pumped up the volume, bro. I heard EA Sports.
Yeah.
It's in the game. I said,
Yeah.
God
You
damn.
saying that, I feel like, I don't know if this is like, obviously it's nostalgia, but I've been seeing a lot of people say, why don't I buy a PSP? Like, why don't I go out and just buy a Nintendo DS?
I've been seeing
I've
the
seen
DS
people
a
do
lot.
it on the train.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
Not bad.
You know, because I wanted something. I've been taking a lot more flights recently, innit? And it's like, why are you laughing?
Flexer. Big spender.
Guys, you know when Bolu says, oh, I'm
International.
at work and there's people who earn a lot and I'm trying to earn that wage.
Bro, if I start talking about people's wages, they'll look at me like I'm crazy, bruv.
Talk about your wage.
Chill.
Exactly. Daddy, chill.
Global superstar.
But yeah, like, I'm on flights now.
An
And it's
episode
like,
where we talk about our wage. I'm joking.
Oh, wait.
Our
Chill.
wages.
Nah, she's on you. She's on you, bro.
I said, that doesn't sound like money. How heavy is your bank account?
But yeah, I was just like, I've been on flights. Yeah, cool. I download shows and that, but I'm bored, bro. I end
Yeah.
up playing Subway Surfers for the whole thing because I'm just bored.
Or you go sleep.
I try to sleep, but obviously
Can't
it's
play
not.
Candy Crush anymore. Yeah.
There's just not enough space for me, kind of thing, for me to fully relax. So like, I'm end up being awake here. So it's like I need something to entertain myself, and I could play my PS Vita. I'm just be banging game, bruv.
I hear it, man. I hear
Just
it.
gonna be enjoying myself.
Are there like new games on there as well? Like, do they still make new games for the PSPs?
I
don't think so.
Fair.
I don't know
But
whether
hey, collect
go
them
through the
all in
archives.
it.
I'm gonna try find
Some Batman.
Yeah,
Ooh, some Lego games.
I literally just bought a 124 gig thing memory card.
Called.
So I'm trying to load up.
I thought it was good. I thought you bought jailbreak.
Oh,
And you know them. I remember I used to have it on DS. He used to have like 150 games
Yeah,
and the
just
one
locked
card.
in.
Yeah.
Feel
but
you.
if I did buy that, I would never admit to it because that's illegal.
Right.
Circling back to the recession, I just wanted to touch on the point of the whole Nike and their job cuts. Because it was reported in the news that Nike are laying 2% of Nike are laying off 2% of their staff, which might not sound like a lot,
But for a global company,
but for a global company, that's a lot.
Yeah.
With a global company with bases everywhere. So CEO John Donoghue announced that on the 15th of February. I said the day after Valentine's, wake up. You guys are still in your hotels. I'm about to drop you with bad news. I said some people are off enjoying their Valentine's and they get back online. I think Valentine's was what day?
Thursday.
So they on the
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
on the Monday probably. On that Monday morning, bright and early, you just been with your lover and your whole world is turned upside down.
You try to clock
Wake
into
up.
work, your card isn't working.
Oh, that meme.
That meme, oh my days.
So
First day back at the facility after preseason and just not getting in.
it's just like, imagine that's how clubs told players that they don't play.
Yeah,
that
I might have be so hot, bro. What if I come into training like early, like 7 a.m. kind of
Yeah.
thing, and my car's not letting me in? I'm waiting for the next person to come in and walk in with them.
That's the only reason why I have a bit of extra respect for basketball players, because when it comes to trading season, yeah, you can literally wake up and see a tweet saying that you've been traded.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
They might not even have a chance to call you beforehand.
Oh, what's his name?
And you just get traded.
What's his name? Basketball player who's got like a crazy footwear collection.
PJ Tucker.
He found out he got traded mid-game. I'm very sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He found mid-game that he's getting traded, bro.
And it was like he ended the game and it was like, bro, man's not even with you guys no more. That's it. That's actually like imagine you've got like, for example, Conor Bradley, filled in for both of the guys, right and left back, and at the end of the season because Robertson and Trent are both fit. Yeah, Newcastle won him. We're gonna give him to him.
It's not even that. Imagine, you're scoring to kick. Imagine you're Liverpool and like Newcastle score or Conor Bradley scores.
To beat Newcastle and get traded there. Yeah.
Like you're now in the relegation team.
Yep. Yep.
That is hilarious. But yeah, let's get back onto it. So John Donoghue said to complete To compete, we must edit, shift, and divest less critical work to create a greater focus and capacity for what matters most. Meaning that we need to mix, blend, and contour.
No. From what I read from that, I think it means that they've experimented on a few things. They've expanded some teams and tried to like mix it up.
You're saying
and
it
now
too nicely.
it's time to hone in and really focus on the work that makes money.
You guys, your jobs aren't that important.
You know, it is.
Some of you guys, your jobs are not important. You gotta go.
Some of you can be replaced by AI.
Yeah. And some of you, your jobs are now turning computer based. It's time to save some money.
It's ChatGPT and vibes
but
instead of
also,
you, dog.
like obviously,
Maybe that's how they're naming their silhouettes now. ChatGPT.
I don't know that.
The same one that you're using to see what shoes.
Go away, bro.
Anyways, go on, Michael.
But I think with Nike, they realize that obviously some of the stuff they're doing they can outsource and it'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then do they necessarily need an in-house team for it?
You know, because weird, though.
Go on.
Outsourcing is never cheaper from my experience.
It isn't,
anyways.
depending on the frequency.
But unless you're outsourcing overseas.
And if you're outsourcing here and there, so for example, like if there's a specific job that needs to be done every 3 months.
Yeah, okay. Instead of paying someone full time, you pay them. Yeah,
just outsource as you need to.
Yeah.
Or on a contract basis. But they might not. So they'll cut back on people that they don't necessarily need all the time. Might offer them short contracts or stuff like that. Some people be like, I need to work full time, so I'm going to leave and go elsewhere. And it's sad, but companies got to move up, man.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like no one ever wants to hear people are losing their jobs. Of course. We hope that 2% go on to find bigger and better things.
Amen, man. And as Nike is reconsidering the people they have in their fleet,
oh gosh,
New Balance are kicking off their Reconsidered Program. So I remember us talking about Nike Refurbished a little last year.
Yeah,
Nike selling on
used goods
or like second-hand shoes, but they're like quite a high level. New Balance have come with their New Balance Reconsidered.
Fair enough.
Which is a similar vibe.
Reconsidered sounds like such a dad terminology.
Pondering.
Yeah.
Reconsidering.
Yeah.
Adjusting.
But does reconsidering even make sense in the context?
Not really. But it's reconsidered for a second life, isn't it?
But that's not what technically.
It's a bit of a drag.
It's a very the name's drag.
It's a bit of a drag.
Yeah.
New Balance Reconsidered. Reconsidered is if you have something and you think about using it again, not if you sell it and then someone buys it.
Yeah.
Refurbished would make more sense, but obviously Nike would just sue everyone.
Yeah.
They got that already. Let's sue them already. So
I said Nike's at the trap. We're waiting. They probably copyrighted the word re.
Well, imagine copyrighting the prefix. Everything gone.
But yeah,
suing schools and teachers and everything. RE. Give me that. Hold up. But no, New Balance Reconsidered launched in the US on the 5th of February.
Yep.
And it was a bit quiet. It wasn't like a loudly spoken about thing. They just posted some of their like really strong inline shoes from their best silhouettes, like 990s, 993s. And yeah, essentially like they're giving people the chance to purchase slightly used product.
Yeah, the program was created to extend the product life of gently used shoes and shoes with like minor defects. So there's different exceptions. So there's exceptions which include shoes with heavy creasing, excessive scuffing, basically all of the major things. So like heavy tread wear, notable insole wear, staining, rips. So obviously that's the type of stuff they won't accept. But other than that, things where they can clean or shoes where it's in a general decent condition, that's shoes that they would accept.
They said,
go on.
Declined shoes will not be returned to you, but will instead be donated to the non-profit organization Souls for Souls.
Fair enough.
I hear it, but
That's
at the same
funny.
time, it's kind of funny.
That's kind of funny.
Because you could have made money off that if you sold it on Depop.
Yeah.
But you said test your luck and go to New Balance. New Balance said, yep, not good enough.
I'm keeping it, by the way.
Like I said, we're looking at the shoes
Thanks
and then they hold on to it.
You know,
And you try and grab it from there.
No, it's not even that. It's like this. It's It's for a good cause.
Your country thanks you for your service.
Right.
That's a guilt tripping.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's help Bob down the road. You know them old before everyone became sensitive. Them old adverts where they'd have the kids in where they would where they say Africa. You know what I mean?
Okay.
With a fly
Yeah.
on their eye. That's what they're showing them. By the way, you can't take it back. You have to give it to.
Hey, Bobby. I know you're tired, bro. But hey.
Damn.
Hey.
What's a fly on the eye?
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Getting back to it. If the shoe is traded in, you receive up to 25% of the shoe's original retail price.
Which when you do the maths, that's a bump.
Oh, 100%. But it's an incentive.
£210.
No, but as a voucher,
993, you're getting less than £70.
No,
25%.
off. That's what you'll get back.
No, you said
You receive up to
were
25%.
Yes.
Yes, so you'll receive a quarter of the amount of the original price of the shoe.
Yeah.
If the shoe is £210, you're receiving
Oh, sorry. You said 210.
like £52.
Yeah. You're yeah.
53.
52.5.
Yeah.
Wow, great maths.
Thanks, man.
In the form of a voucher. I mean, that's
A voucher
obviously
that will expire.
we no. You
Can you
probably
use it on
won't.
collabs though?
Huh?
Can you use it on collabs?
Yes, so yeah, probably.
No, because
to be honest,
a voucher compared to a promo code, you should be able to use on collabs.
Fair.
Hopefully, anyways.
we that's like what we were speaking earlier about the whole Nike stuff in terms of the market and resale. That's another way of
Reclaiming money.
yeah.
And you lost money, you bring that back into the house, sell it.
I was saying as like a point system. This is like an incentive. So say
For sure.
what you have like 4 or 5 New Balance just chilling there. You're not using them. What's 25 times what? 25 times 4, that's £100.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 25 times. Yeah.
Yeah,
25,
it
50,
is,
10.
it is.
Yeah.
No.
I
I was thinking because you was looking at me. I was like, ooh.
because I don't know where you got 100.
25 from.
No, why? Yeah, why were they all £25?
No, I'm just giving an example.
Okay, no,
of
cool.
like,
Do your thing,
say
do
if
your
it was
thing.
£25 or if
Yeah.
it was 50, that's even better.
Yeah, do your thing.
So it's like, what? You've donated 4 shoes, you get £50, £200 as a voucher. Okay, I can, and it probably will be collabs as well because that's their way of shotting shoes because not every collab sells. But if it's something where the collab is good, but it's not good enough for my £200, so why don't I just voucher the 200 and use it? Do you get what I mean?
But then on the flip side, well, all of this is always down to convenience, isn't it? For example, you sell on Depop because you can't find the person in person, so you pay the Depop fees. You sell to a store because you can't be bothered to sell on Depop because you don't want to deal with the interactive process. So now, the third level is you sell to
The
the
retailer.
retailer that gave it to you directly because you can't be bothered to
Leave your house.
basically.
Because I think they do online and they're doing in stores. New Balance Director of Sustainability, John Stokes, said that we know the footwear industry has a significant environmental impact, including too many products ending in a landfill. There are many things that have to shift. Launching Reconsidered is one piece of the puzzle with a program objective to help extend product life for some of our products and get the most from what is already made. So, good idea. Obviously, there's different companies doing this idea. But it'll work, especially for how current New Balance is now.
Yeah, because you think of like where they're losing their money, like where a lot of brands lose their money, like Levi's, for example. If
Yeah.
Levi's did like a similar thing, they wouldn't have to be fighting all of these vintage shops for their own stuff.
Yeah.
But do you think so? In regards to Levi's, though, don't you think it's too little, too late?
No, for sure.
them to do that.
Oh, yeah,
It's
Sure,
way too late.
Because they didn't realize what was happening.
Yeah,
Things happened under their nose, and you don't even anticipate stuff like that.
yeah. One thing I'm interested to see is if like retailers like Foot Locker, for example, Size, all these different places will try to figure out a way to get a piece of this like I'll call it the refurbished market.
I don't think they will be able to because
Yeah.
if Nike and New Balance and
Because
Adidas
people will be
are
cashing
smart,
on JD.
they will say, yo, don't even think about it. And secondly, all of these retailers sell shoes from the brands.
Yeah,
So if, for example, I buy my shoes from Size I lose my receipt, and I go to Osprey and say I want to trade in the shoes here, it's gonna be like there's gonna be a bit of confusion, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I feel like the original store that released it can get to do that, and they should probably, if they haven't already, put in some certain like stipulations that stop the other brands from playing that kind of game too, or retailers. But also retailers, it's not sustainable for them.
Yeah, and what is every store gonna have a flipping sustainability program?
Probably
it's
not,
just gonna
like,
get too much.
But just like let's say cool. Let's look at Size for example. Size has a main store in Manchester, a main store in London.
Mm-hmm.
If you use those main stores, or like something, like for example, how Foot Locker and Stadium Goods, Foot Locker owns Stadium Goods, right? Or is it the other way around?
I believe the Foot Locker, the group that owns Foot Locker owns
Stadium Goods.
Yeah.
So if it's like that, when it's like, let's say JD's the only one that can really do it. If they have them as a parent company own now a subsidiary or something that now does like refurbished goods, and everything purchased from any JD subsidiary, if you provide a receipt, can be put in refurbished and funneled through there.
Yeah.
It's another slice.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. Me, I don't know the laws or the clauses, but it's just.
I think in terms of like the refurbished angle, I think it's good because sustainability is difficult in the shoe space where you're not buying a shoe that breaks down or decays down to like natural stuff. So it's good that they're trying to give like a secondary life to product. I just don't know how. I'm interested to see what the response is like, because even they were saying that they're going to roll out the Nike Refurbished version of Nike Refurbished program out to the wide audience, and I don't think we've seen it such here yet.
No, not yet.
It's interesting to see if it actually works, and if people are receiving it in that way. So yeah.
The New Balance is also going to be leveraging this program for lower priced items and imperfect shoes that were never sold. So your B grades and things like that. So yeah, in the long run, it's going to be an interesting thing to see, and I guess we'll be looking forward to how it progresses.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm even on it now, just having a look. And for example, they're doing made in USA 990 V6s, whose original price was $199.99 for $170 instead. And they offer two versions. One is like new, and the other one is excellent.
But then, see the fact that they're doing that price range, and
Wait,
they're only paying the
off.
person 25% for that.
And that's $20 off, basically.
But in this case, because they probably had these coming, like, you know, they're quite new.
Yeah.
So they're trying to push the silhouette. So they'll probably like play with the figures a little bit, just see what people will buy basically.
Shoppers
it's in the UK or it's in the US?
No, it's all US.
Okay.
So the way the program works is shoppers can drop off select New Balance sneakers at 8 select New Balance sneakers, by the way, at 8 participating stores across the country, or ship them in.
Okay.
This product will then be inspected by third-party vendors, who would then grade the conditions and clean the sneakers. So interesting that they said select. So they're trying to say, hey, don't try and bring your New Balance 5.7. No, okay, let me not say 5.74.
5.74s are here.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Let me not say 5.74.
It's your
some
New
of them
Balance
more.
from,
Don't try and bring them diggy.
Yeah.
We want the new ones
Come
that
on,
we can
mate.
still.
So make money off.
That's a 17 plate minimum.
Lol.
Yeah. if you send that, we're just know I'm shaking your hand and giving it to the less
Yeah,
fortunate.
lad. That is hilarious. But yeah, I think.
But yes, like scrolling through, I'm seeing a lot of 5.74s, some 9060s, some 550s, some made in USA 990 V6, some 327s, some 993s as well. Some of their runner stuff as well. The Fresh From X 1080 V12.
Basically a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of variation here, and there's hella colorways, even football boots as well.
Full boots.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the Freeze LX V4.
Very interesting.
Cold.
I think they look more like cleats, so a bit more like booty, no? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
But
Yeah.
Well, It's interesting to see people's offerings to this sustainability conversation, and it'd be nice to speak to somebody that actually kind of works a bit more directly within the space of sustainability at these brands. So if anybody wants to come and give us more insight, please, the podcast is here for you to come and give us your insight. Please
100%.
do contact us, let us know, either via the Stockroom platform or our personal ones, whichever you feel more comfortable with. And yeah, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about sustainability and life.
One more thing though, it is interesting to see that New Balance are second in this whole space, or like the second major brand that we've seen, kind of thing.
Oh,
So
rather than Adidas. Rather than Adidas. Or
yeah,
what?
or anyone else. Like obviously Nike did this back in the last year.
Yeah.
Now started this year, New
It
Balance.
wasn't even. Do you know what? It wasn't even back in last. We heard
Was
about
it
it at the start of the year. You know.
Was it?
First quarter we heard about it. Second quarter they put it in.
My dates are messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we heard about it last year. New Balance straight away, bam, came in and did it second. So it's like they're really cementing themselves within that
And
upper
it
echelon.
goes back
of
to
the-
part 1 of the episode where Adidas's priorities need to move away from trying to get rid of this Yeezy product and need to be fully focused on how do we make impact and make more and money, more silhouettes, more memories for people. How do you do that? Because given guys like Wisdom, Adidas Creps is cool, but
yeah.
you can do more than that, and you know you can. Unless you don't believe that, then fair. But I believe in you, Adidas. I think you can still give us some great silhouettes.
I think you need to deliver the Supernova 7s, or was it Supernova, whatever it was.
Don't say what is it. That's the shoe that you like. You need to know what it is.
I think it's I think you call it
Seven?
Sevens.
Supernova 7, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for looking into today's episode. We have been the Stockroom.
Yup.
As we said prior, make sure to tap in with our social media.
Yes,
Because
please.
we there, we live, we direct, we doing things on our own different channels. But also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Make sure to comment as well. Let us know your thoughts on this video too. And follow the Stockroom on every social media because you can't miss out.
We are doing things.
We're seeing people comment. People are tapped in. JLP's tapped into the pod.
Yeah, man.
If JLP's tapped into the pod, why aren't you?
That's the real question.
Yeah? So tap in. And we will see you in the next one. Till then, guys.
We out of here.